All right, my name is Jessica Wilkinson, and I'm with the Calgary Stampede Promotion Committee. Standing here with Glenn Stewart, who is one of the Cowboy Up competitors at this year's Stampede. Cowboy Up Challenge was debuted in Canada at the Stampede last year, and Glenn is actually the 2010 champion, hoping to come back and reclaim his title. So, Glenn, what made you get into the Cowboy Up Challenge?
Well, I was actually invited. Some people that are from the Calgary Stampede here phoned me, and they said, some of the people on the committees and some people that I knew in the past, they said, "Gee, this looks like something you'd do all right at." So they called and said you should come and give it a go. So I looked it up to see what it was all about, and it kind of fits to my philosophy and stuff in horsemanship. And so I showed up last year and give it a try.
I think you did pretty well just showing up and trying it out. This is one of the fastest growing equine sports now. It's one of the newest and the fastest growing. Why do you think that is? Why do you think the appeal?
Well, the appeal for me, which I think is the appeal for a lot of people, is that it covers so many areas of horsemanship. It's not just riding. It's mostly riding, but there's some ground stuff, and you get some points for some ground stuff and how your horse handles on the ground. But you have to have a horse that jumps. You have to have a horse that might be a half a rope horse. You got to have a horse that's half reiner, half cutter, half trail horse. He's got to do so many things. And that's what really appealed to me, is that your horse he's got to be, quite a horse, and he's got to be pretty broke to be able to come through and do all these things for you. And then with the speed on top of it, to ask that much of a horse, that much, for him to give you that much power and that much speed, and then slow right down and do something real quiet, and then maybe stands absolutely still, it asks a lot of a horse.
So, speaking of the horse, you have quite a horse, and you famously ride him in just a halter throughout the competition. Can you tell me a little bit about your partner and the story behind him and why you do it in a halter?
I suppose the main reason I do it in a halter is to try to get the message out there. It is not about the bit or the how big a bit you got on. It's like the bigger brain mentality. If you prepare your horse for the things that you need to do, you don't need, it's more what you put in between their ears, like in their brain, and how you treat those horses and how you prepare them, than it is what you stick in their mouth.
Okay, and then tell me a little bit about your mount, who you're riding.
He's my ranch stallion. We raise lots of colts out of him every year. He's 10 years old, Genuine Jet Smooth. So Doc Bar is his great grandpa, and Genuine 007 is his father. And they're all, anybody knows those bloodlines, are all world champions. So he's never been to the world anything, but in my opinion, I think this Calgary Stampede, the event that they put on, is pretty much the world. It's not classified as the world, but boy, they put on a serious event here. I think as tough as anywhere.
And the obstacles do seem really a lot tougher than last year. What do you think is one of the most challenging obstacles you faced so far?
For me, the obstacles aren't so much the challenge as it is the trying to remember the pattern. I don't think I've done a course yet where I've completely memorized the pattern. I try, but it's like zigs and zags and wigs, and you're going so fast that I don't think there's one yet that I haven't had to slow down and really think and try to hear if somebody's in the stands and give me a hint or something. So that's about the toughest for me. My horse, I think I don't go there worrying about him. I totally worry about me. I'm the weakest link for sure.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for speaking to us, and good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you very much. Yeah.